Hey guys, my name is Kathy. I figured that I would introduce myself and give you a little bit of a background since this is my first official YouTube video. I am trying something new and I'm dipping my toes in the world of a YouTube channel. I am a dabbler in general, so I figured this would be kind of fun to try out, and maybe some of my dabbling will make it onto my YouTube channel, but figured I would start out with some of my kind of current passions. So about a year ago, I was living in Texas, stationed at Fort Cavazos, the great place, and got orders to move to Indiana. So I ended up going to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and purchased a 2022 Runaway Range Runner. Took that Range Runner from Texas all the way to California to be with my family. My parents live in California. And then move out to Indiana from there. So did a fun little road trip with me and my dogs and some of my stuff. And then got here in Indiana. Range Runner, the trailer kind of stayed in some storage for a while. And then this spring took it out again and started to do some projects on it, some modifications that I've been wanting to do on it to make it a little bit more homey for myself. I did take a lot of inspiration from other fellow YouTubers who have runaway campers and some of the modifications that they've done over the years, which has been very helpful for me. I've taken a lot of those ideas and kind of tweaked them to be something that works for me and for my dogs and my family. So I started this channel to kind of help other people who might be in that same spot looking for some inspiration and maybe some ideas for doing a lot of this stuff. So I am not sponsored by anyone or anything. So if you're interested in any of the products that you see within my camper trailer, I can surely post them. But yes, I'm happy to help out anyone else who's trying to get some stuff done with their camper trailer. I am planning mostly on using it this summer for my other hobby, which is dog sports. I have a 2-year-old, well, almost 2-year-old, Brittany, named Finn, and his current sport right now is dock diving. So it is a traditional summer sport, so works out well that I'm able to take our camper trailer with us and basically stay over the weekend, 2 to 2.5 hours away from me, to do these competitions and then stay overnight in the area. I get to see new places in the US that I haven't been able to see before, and get to experience this exciting sport as well. And yeah, I am trying to dabble in some new things. So definitely want to share some of the things I've done in the past, and then kind of moving forward, would like to share any tips or tricks that I have found from some of my crafting or renovations or modifications or whatever you would call them for the future. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learned something from it. And yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start out with mostly the interior. So one of the first things that I did, and you'll see it in my montage video, is that I put up this peel and stick wallpaper. I found this on Amazon, of course. Nice little pretty flowers and a gold foil kind of material. Thank you. It's on the back as well. As you can see, did get a lot of bubbling on the door, but honestly, it doesn't really ruin the whole aesthetic of it. You can definitely see some imperfections in my application, but again, for me, it works and I like it. The next thing I built is the bed frame. So bed frame, meant to sit about 6 inches off of the floor, and that's mostly, my plan was to get these little totes, which are nice. I use them for storing small things, mostly linens, and then also when I'm moving, I'll take down these hanging shelves just so they don't bop around and potentially get damaged or damage something else. So yeah, linens, towels and things like that. Could probably put some clothing in there as well. And then got a custom Takta mattress. I honestly don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but basically fit it so that it would squeeze right nicely with the bed frame and the dog kennel that I have up here. I did get a dog kennel that I could get this topper for it. It is stuck with basically peel and stick Velcro that's done okay. Honestly, I probably will replace it at some point because it's not the best quality peel and stick Velcro. But it's nice to have this little, basically like a table that if I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, I can use the table and eat with that. So that's nice. And then the actual bedding itself, I did go to Betty's. They are this nice company that does the zippered bedding, which I really like for this purpose. Thank you, Finn, for showing this off. So basically it has a little edge to it, so it feels like real bedding, and then when you need to take it off and wash it, then you just unzip it, throw it in your washer and dry it, and then put it back onto your bed. It's really easy to disassemble and reassemble, so I know it's a little bit more costly, but really works well, again, for what I need it for. I ended up getting the short queen version for an RV mattress. So for this custom Takta mattress, I can't remember the exact dimensions, but it works quite well for these dimensions. You could see it's a bit loose, but again, for the purposes that I'm using it for, it's really ideal. So I'm glad that I purchased it. I have, of course, some little boxes I use for storage up on top, my EverDry, so a little bit more storage stuff. And I'm planning on doing something for the front of my camper trailer. I just have not made a solid decision. One of the things that kind of hinders me right now is this dog door. So I do want it to be able to open and close without an issue. So that kind of limits what I'm able to do at the front of the camper. So that's mostly, of course, the foam floors. A lot of folks have these for the Runaways, really easy to apply. You do have to do a little bit of cutting and fitting, but really quite simple overall. And then as you can see, I have this back pillow. It's a wedge pillow, which initially when I got my camper trailer, I wanted to consider doing a kind of convertible bed to couch situation like I've seen some other people do. But honestly, with my height, I was a little bit worried that it would not be enough. So this actually works out to be really good for me to be able to kind of sit up on the bed and say, like, watch something on my iPad or read a book. So I really like this little wedge pillow, and because I just sleep diagonally, it doesn't really get in the way of me sleeping and having space to sleep, so I'm good with that. Again, the hanging shelves, another Amazon purchase. It actually holds up to a pretty good amount of weight, and I haven't really tested it to failure, but I think works pretty well for what I use it for. And then got these wall sconces. So they're stuck to the wall, just the sticky tape essentially and hooks. So I do take down these when I am traveling just because they will bounce around and potentially get broken. They're kind of delicate things. And then I take the light out as well, since it does have a function where if you just press on it, it turns on and off. So I don't want them to run out their battery, but it is battery operated. Comes with this little handy dandy remote, so I'm able to turn them off when I'm done or ready to sleep, and they are on a timer as well, so that's really helpful. All right, Finn, are you ready for the outside? So on the outside, I have installed, I feel like these are obligatory at this point. I've seen so many Runaways with these on the side, but it's basically a little solar powered light that has a motion sensor on it. So a lot of people probably do the same as I do and just use this outdoor kind of heavy duty Velcro to attach them. Still having access to the button to turn them on and off, but really simple design, nice little lighting effect, especially if you're doing stuff outside of your camper and you just need a little bit of light, or finding your way back to the camper after you're going to the restroom or whatever. So really like those, have one on each side. And then just installed the ARB awning. This is the 2 meter by 2 meter awning, which for me, being the only one using it and assembling it, is I think the ideal size for me. I did, because I am 6 foot tall, install basically some stabilizers to increase the height. So these are 1.5 inch punch square tube. Sorry, you can see that there. Tubing, zinc plated. I got this from Home Depot, I think. So basically ran them alongside the already installed roof rack, use these U-bolts that fit within the holes on the tubing to mount the actual universal mount that you can order with the ARB awning. So as you can see, I have 2 of them bolted down. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. I mean, I just got back from its first maiden voyage and it went well. So I'm hoping that this will remain stable. And I do have with me some of my tools just in case I need to tighten things up. Have some stickers, of course, another kind of obligatory camper trailer or Runaway fashion. So I have a lot of the more national parks on this side. Have some of the just kind of like for funsy stuff on this side. And then again, with the camper trailer bed platform that I've built here, the intention was to have some storage back here as well, which for me works well. I have this X pen essentially that I get out for the dogs, and then my electrical cord is down here, some of the stakes and the accessories for the awning I keep back here, so easily accessible, and definitely adds to the benefit of having a little platform bed that can have some function for storage underneath, for your use. So with that, I went over a lot of the changes that I made. Unfortunately, I didn't film myself doing really any of these modifications, but I do have a lot of pictures and I've created for you a fun little modification montage. So here we go. that's pretty much it as far as the modifications I've been working on these past couple of months. So if you've got any other questions about what I've done, clarifications, comments, please go ahead and comment below. And I will answer those as best I can. For my next video, we are headed out to Purina Farms for an event, so I'm kind of hoping to get some footage there and post it. But otherwise, thank you for joining me on this new adventure, and I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.